CinemaSynopses. Spoiler alert! In 965 AD, Odin, king of Asgard, wages war against the frost giants of Jotunheim,
threatening to plunge the mortal world into a new ice age.
And their leader, Laufey, prevent them from conquering the 9 realms, starting with Earth.
But humanity would not face this threat alone.
The Asgardian warriors defeat the frost giants and seize the source of their power, the casket of ancient winters.
And the source of their power was taken from them.
In the present, Odin's son Thor prepares to ascend to the throne of Asgard.
Mighty hammer Mjolnir is a fit companion for a king.
But is interrupted when
The frost giants
attempt to retrieve the casket against Odin's order.
There's nothing you can do without defying Father.
Thor travels to Jotunheim to confront Laufey, accompanied by his brother Loki, childhood friend Sif, and the warriors 3, Volstagg, Fandral, and Hogun.
We're going to Jotunheim.
Run back home, little princess.
A battle ensues until Odin intervenes to save the Asgardians, destroying the fragile truce between the 2 races.
He'll get what he came for. War.
So be it.
For Thor's arrogance,
And you are an old man and a fool!
Odin strips his son of his godly power
You are unworthy of the loved ones you have betrayed.
and exiles him to Earth as a mortal, accompanied by his hammer Mjolnir, now protected by an enchantment that allows only the worthy to wield it.
Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor.
Thor lands in New Mexico, where astrophysicist Dr. Jane Foster, her assistant Darcy Lewis, and mentor Dr. Eric Selvig find him.
I think that was legally your fault.
The local populace finds Mjolnir, which S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Phil Coulson soon commandeers before forcibly acquiring Jane's data about the wormhole that delivered Thor to Earth.
We need to appropriate your record.
By appropriate, do you mean steal?
Thor, having discovered Mjolnir's nearby location,
Where are you going?
To get what belongs to me?
seeks to retrieve it from the facility that S.H.I.E.L.D. quickly constructed.
You're big. Fought bigger.
But he finds himself unable to lift it and is captured. With Selvig's help, he is freed
It's gonna be all right. I'm taking you home now.
and resigns himself to exile on Earth as he develops a romance with Jane. Loki discovers that he is Laufey's biological son, adopted by Odin after the war ended.
Well, I went into the temple and I found a baby.
A weary Odin falls into the deep Odin sleep to recover his strength.
Father has fallen into the Odin sleep.
Loki seizes the throne in Odin's stead
You can bring your urgent matter to me, your king.
and offers Laufey the chance to kill Odin and retrieve the casket.
And you can slay him where he lies. Once Odin is dead, I will return the casket to you.
Sif and the Warriors 3, unhappy with Loki's rule, attempt to return Thor from exile,
We must go. We must find Thor.
convincing Heimdall, gatekeeper of the Bifrost, the means of traveling between worlds, to allow them passage to Earth.
You would defy the commands of Loki, our king.
Yes.
Good.
Aware of their plan, Loki sends the Destroyer, a seemingly indestructible automaton, to pursue and kill Thor.
Ensure my brother does not return. Destroy everything.
The warriors find Thor,
Found you!
but the Destroyer attacks and defeats them,
You must return to Asgard.
prompting Thor to offer himself instead.
Taking their lives will gain you nothing. So take mine and end this.
Struck by the Destroyer and near
You're
death,
safe.
Thor's sacrifice proves him worthy to wield Mjolnir. The hammer returns to him,
Oh my God.
restoring his powers and enabling him to defeat the Destroyer. Kissing Jane goodbye and vowing to return,
I will return for you. Deal.
he and his fellow Asgardians leave to confront Loki. In Asgard, Loki betrays and kills Laufey.
And your death came by the son of Odin.
Revealing his true plan to use Laufey's attempt on Odin's life as an excuse to destroy Jotunheim with the Bifrost Bridge.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to destroy Jotunheim to prove to Father that I am the worthy son.
Thor arrives and fights Loki before destroying the Bifrost Bridge to stop Loki's plan, stranding himself in Asgard.
Destroy the bridge or let us be arrogant!
Odin awakens and prevents the brothers from falling into the abyss created in the wake of the bridge's destruction.
I could have done it, Father! For you!
No, Loki.
But Loki allows himself to fall when Odin rejects his pleas for approval. Thor makes amends with Odin, admitting he is not ready to be king.
You'll be a wise king.
I will never be a wiser king than you, or a better father. I have much to learn.
While on Earth, Jane and her team search for a way to open a portal to Asgard.
How is she?
She searches for you.
In a post-credit scene, Selvig has been taken to a SHIELD facility,
Dr. Selvig.
where Nick Fury opens a briefcase and asks him to study a mysterious cube-shaped object.
What is it?
Which Fury says may hold untold power.
Maybe unlimited power.
An invisible Loki prompts Selvig to agree, and he does.
Well, I guess that's worth a look.
Well, I guess that's worth a look.
For those of you who saw my Captain American synopsis, you know that this is the Tesseract, one of the Infinity Stones. Keep watching the video to see some special Easter eggs from Thor. Early in the movie, we can see Odin's ravens, Hugin and Munin. These ravens fly all over the world of Midgard and bring information to Odin. These ravens are the reason that Odin is sometimes also called the Raven God. In Odin's treasure room, there are many Easter eggs. One is the Orb of Agamotto, which Doctor Strange uses to view events on Earth and in other dimensions. Another is the Tablet of Life and Time, which has a recipe written on it for a serum that can make the drinker immortal. This has shown up often in Spider-Man. Next is the Eternal Flame, a mystical flame that cannot be extinguished, stolen from Surtur by Odin. This stops Surtur from lighting his sword and bringing Ragnarok. After that is the Warlock's Eye, which is an ancient weapon used to control the minds of others. This is another item from the Thor universe. The last, and most important, as all of the Marvel movies are leading to its realization, is the Infinity Gauntlet. It was once wielded by Thanos, and is claimed to be one of the most powerful objects in the universe. The gauntlet has 6 holes for the 6 Infinity Stones. This is Jay Straczynski, the main writer of the Thor movie. The town's name, in English, is Old Bridge. This is an allusion to the Bifrost, the rainbow bridge that connects Midgard to Asgard. It also makes sense as this is the place on Earth that seems to be the point at which the Bifrost meets the Earth. Stan Lee makes his usual movie cameo here as a pickup truck driver.
What is this?
Donald Blake, the name seen on the shirt Jane gave Thor, is actually the name of Thor's alias in the original comic.
I knew the scientist, the pioneer in gamma radiation.
The pioneer in gamma radiation that is mentioned here is Bruce Banner, better known as the Hulk.
You want me to slow him down, sir?
This is the first appearance of Barton, aka Hawkeye, who shows up in the next movie as one of the Avengers. There is a billboard that has Journey into Mystery written on it, which is an allusion to the first Thor comic of the same name.